What's up, everybody? Today we're going to go over my Conquest guide to get you red crate. So today we're just going to go over the global feats and the sector feats. We'll go over sector 1, sector 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gameplay of these will come when Conquest starts Monday. All right, so we're just going to go over everything and help you get red crate. So I'm looking over the stuff right now. We're just going to go look over sector 1 real quick, right? Gain evasion up, defeat 10 to 50 enemies with clone troopers, secret intel, 20 battles with full squad of spectral. Okay, so like a couple of these, you know, I'm gonna go over each one of these, but the only thing I'm not like, we're not gonna skip a lot like we did last Conquest, but you'll still be able to get a red crate. This one might be a little bit more grindy, like 50 kills, gain stealth 60 times, gain health stealth 60 times. It might be a little more grindy, but I feel like the battles itself will not be that hard. So whenever I got all the tabs up and ready, let's go ahead and go over the global feats first, then we'll go through sector 1. Okay, all right, here we go. Sector 1. All right, as you see the tab on the screen, I have Bad Batch up there. So Bad Batch is going to be really important, right? So the biggest thing is you want to find teams that can help you get the global feats and the sector 1 feats, right? This Bad Batch team, everybody should have. My Omega is not purple gear. She's low. But this one team will help you get clone trooper kills, evasion up, and wins with Bad Batch. So there's 3. Boom. Right there. All right. Now, second Bad Batch team, it's the new Bad Batch. Not everybody has them unlocked. Mine are still low level, low stars and stuff, but I am still going to try them to get this to work out. If it does work, you get Bad Batch and clone trooper kills. So that will work for me. Now, the challenge path, I mean, you're automatically going to get that. I mean, there's no secret on that. Just do the challenge path until you get to like mid sector 3. That'll be done. Then you can start dropping off. You don't have to do the gold path no more. I mean, as simple as that. Now, the UFUs, as you see on the screen, I'm gonna run Seer, Cat, Cow, CLS, and Mar, right? Lisa's Mar there. Okay. Now, this next team I was looking at, right? Ray. All right, so this next team, light side UFUs. You can use Ray and whatever light side you have available, right? But you're probably going to try to use light side one team and Ray a different team, right? So if I'm not using Ray, I'm going to go with Seer lead, Cat, Cow, Visas Mars, and CLS. This is just for the global feats, guys. All right, so for the damage down, I'm mixing it up a little bit. So I'm going to put Ray as the lead, damage downs with Dash and Paz, and the staggered we can get with Veteran Smuggler, Han, and Sabine. Now, so what I'm going to show you in Sector 1 is, if you don't want to use Paz or anything, or if you want to get some dots, you can put Zalabar and Mission in there as well. Mix and match it. So I'm just trying to get a lot of global feats done with one team. So that is the global feats I am going to try to use. All right, let's go ahead and head over to sector. Well, let's go ahead and go over to sector 1. All right, we're on sector 1. So remember I was telling you about Ray. So sector 1, secret intel. So I'm going to try to use Ray as the lead. BB-8 gives secret intel, right? So I'm going to try to use Zalabar for dots for the basic. Stagger with Veteran Han and Smuggler, and you clone kills with Rex there. So that'll give you a lot. We'll mix in a little bit of the global with the sector 1, right? All right, clone troopers. Say you already use all your bad batch on both of those, and they're like down on Sanima. Throw a third clone trooper team in there for sector 1. Now this team's going to be huge. Spectral. I probably said that wrong. Now, I do not have GL Ahsoka. I do not have Ezra. I don't have either of those. So, it's going to come down. I'm going to try to get this on a bonus node where they can stay alive, or get a good data disk so they can stay alive. I would like to use this team right here. Now, this Bad Batch team I did mention on Sector 1, because the Bad Batch you can use everywhere right now. What I'm going to use this Bad Batch team is for at the last second. You can get clone trooper kills, invasion up, or win with Bad Batch. So win with Bad Batch is a global feat. I had him in multiple tabs, so I did miss the play there. Also, we went over the clone troopers. Yeah, so that is Sector 1. Most of these teams will get you your Sector 1 done. All right, let's go ahead and head over to Sector 2. All right, we're in Sector 2. Here we go. So this one team, I think, is going to be Circular is going to be really efficient in this game right now for this conquest. So we're going to use Palpatine, Mara, Starkiller, Visas Mars, and Shock T. You're probably like, why? Okay, hell's still up. Palpatine and Visas. Visas special. Palpatine special. Okay. Third, second special on Palpatine. All right. When without you losing, that's a flawless. You can get that. Health, MJ, and Shock T. Shock T second. You give health to anybody on the team. Same thing with Mara. And staggered. Staggered would be with Mara. Mara special. So that team's gonna knock out a lot for you, okay? All right, this next team, the Ray team, as you see on the screen. I'm trying to go in order. All right, so Ray's gonna get you, this light side team is gonna get your health still up and light side UFU. Good team. Boom. You probably can get flawless too if you wanted to. But yeah, without losing the unit. Yeah, you can do that too. So that's that's that. All right, next team, Bad Batch, the third team you see on the screen. So that's going to give you stealth and Bad Batch wins. Like we're mixing in the global feats with the sector feats. So that's going to help you there. No issue there. All right, this fourth team I was looking at right here. All right, this fourth team's going to do a lot for you, right? You're going to get, so you'll have, say you're using all these teams right now. So you want to use Maul lead with Bane, Bastila, Revan, and Malak, right? So we're going to get health, we're going to get stealth, crit damage down, and stagger with Bastila. So I think it's going to be very important there. And also with Bane, you can get health still up. I forgot about that. But that's why I have Bane in the lineup. So what we're getting is health still up from Bane, stealth from Maul, crit damage right here from Bastila, and she gives you staggered on her special. Okay? And Malak's there just to tank, and DR just to, help stay alive. Alright, next one I thought about skipping. You guys can skip this and still get red crate. But if you have the dark side clones low level, this should work, right? You have Lord Vader, just to take the damage. All right, it doesn't. All it says is you have to have them in your squad. So 3 dark side, the new clones, and bring Mara for the staggered. Okay, so that would be very beneficial for you guys. So you should be able to get all the stealth from Mara as well, flawless, clone troopers, and staggered. We should be able to knock all of those out with this. And the last team on my list is going to be another UFU team, right? Seer, Cat, Fulcrum, CLS, and Cal. If you're using all these teams right here. Well, I did use some up here as well on the second team. But all right, let's go ahead and get to Sector 3, shall we? All right, we're back with Sector 3. I'm not trying to rush through these, but, I'm putting a lot of teams together, so not everybody's going to have everything in their roster. So, for this one, we want to try to get target practice. New Omega lead, target practice. Use the new Omega lead with the old Bad Batch, you should work fine. That'll give you defensive up and, excuse me, and Bad Batch wins. All right, so no issues there. Also, I got this JML squad, right? We're going to do defensive, no attackers. This will give you defensive up. Yeah, defensive up, no attackers. Now, the 5th spot you can play around with. I put Plo in there because all Jedi. You can use Popolo or Tarful as well in that 5th spot. That'll help you get defensive up. All right, let's see. Our next team is Lord Vader. 1 second. All right, here we go. So, win 15 battles with Darth Vader surviving. Right? So, you could do Lord Vader, Darth Vader. Darth Vader's going to give you the dots. Crit damage with Bastila and staggered as well. Okay? All right, let's move on here. All right, this next one I've been using for a long time. Everybody's been using this. Defensive up. Clone Wars Chewbacca. Get a bunch of tanks that can get defensive up. Just keep spamming it until you get it. I usually can do it 1 or 2 battles. Boom, you're done. Just keep taunting and you get defensive up. Then you're done, right? That's it. All right, I put some other no attacker teams in here in case, you know, you run out of stamina. Troopers. This trooper team will work. Veers, Range, Piet, Darth Gideon, and Stark. And I put a Night Sister team in here, no attackers as well. Mother, Daka, Zombie, Marin, and Ventress. So, those are the Sector 3 feats. Let's go ahead and go through Sector 4. Alright, Sector 4. So, this Sith Empire, a little bit of Sith Empire team with Death Trooper, right? So you got to get Death Mark. So you can use DR. DR and Death Trooper will get you Death Mark. Boom, right? You should be able to get Tenacity, Tenacity down as well, and Stagger with Bastila. So that's one team, right? Alright, let's move on to the next one. You can get, I don't have Jar Jar, so Jar Jar will get you Death Mark in here as well. If you have the guns, you can use them. If you don't, you can't use Death Mark there, but this will give you a bonus turn as well. Alright. Now, the CLS team. Let me go over that real quick. Tenacity down. Okay. Now, CLS won't do it for you, but Chewie will. Let's see. Deals physical damage and inflict Tenacity down for 2 turns on his basic. Right? Now, on IG-11, it's for Protection Special. Deal physical damage to all enemies and inflict Tenacity down for 2 turns, right? So we'll get Tenacity down and a bonus turn on this. C-Rex. It's on his special Surprising Fire special. Inflict Tenacity down, which cannot be invaded. Daze all enemies for 2 turns. Han is just there to help you. Okay? You could use that team and go from there. Alright, next team, JML. Now, you can use JML for the bonus turn. Yeah, bonus turn for Jedi Cow. Batcher surviving. And Tenacity down, the 5th one. 5th character would be, you can choose between BB-8 and Chewbacca. I chose BB-8. So I use JML, Batcher, JKL, and Jedi Cow. Jedi Cow, you keep getting these bonus turns. You just keep going back, bouncing back and forth. Just make sure Batcher stays alive. Okay, that's basically it on that. All right, other teams I think would be very well on this node. This other Sith Empire team. Only thing I mixed up was put Vader in there for the dots. I think that would be more beneficial. You can use a regular CLS squad for the Tenacity up as well. Like I said, these are very beneficial. If like I try to use teams that people don't have. Yeah. So like any team that gives you bonus turns will help you there. All right, let's go ahead and hit to Sector 5, shall we? Sorry, I was clicking. Let's go ahead and head to Sector 5. All right, Sector 5. Now, we want to get Order 66, right? So, you use a couple things. I put a lot of teams on this one. All right, I put a lot of teams on this one. All right, Order 66. CX2 is the one that does it, right? And you'll get dots with Vader and with the Empire team. So this will get you Empire and the dots. Let me see. I wrote this down. Order 66 marked and the dots and the Empire. Okay, all of that with that team. No issues there. All right, let's move to our next team. Now, if you say you don't have Lord Vader, well, all you need is CX2 to get Order 66, and you can use Rex as the lead as a clone trooper with C-Rexes in there as well. All right. Now, all right, next team is going to be this Ray team. So Ray you can use for evasion down and light side Ufus. Invasion down would be with Cal's not so fast special. Inflicted evasion down, speed down, and tenacity down all enemies for 2 turns. So that'll get you a little bit there. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. All right, evasion down. Okay, let's look over this invasion down. Say you don't want to use Ray, right there, okay? Well, invasion down, you can use CLS, Han, both the Chewies, and Old Ben. Why Old Ben? Old Ben on the basic deals physical damage to target enemy, inflict invasion down for 2 turns. Now you use 3PO. 3PO does on the basic deals physical damage to target enemy, inflict invasion down for 2 turns. Boom, boom. You're double dipping. That should give you about 15 there if you can keep them alive. All right. Now, with this JML squad, right, I was trying to figure out how I can get some more marked. So, JML, Jedi Knight Revan gives the mark, right? Invasion down will be the 5th character. I'm going to go with Chubio here, right? And Dash will give you crit damage down on the AoE. Jedi Knight Luke just to help with the damage and stun him and keep him down. All right. Now I threw this other team in there. Bad Batch, a new Bad Batch. What this will get you is marked with Hunter. The Hunters is on the special. If no enemies are marked, it's called Take a Shot. If no enemies are marked, inflict mark on the target enemy for 2 turns. Like I said, this is a new Bad Batch team. You might be needing to do it on the bonus node. All right. So this will get you marked. This will give you Bad Batch and will give you staggered. Now, excuse me, actually on Batcher as well, it's on the special, the How. It says all Bad Batch LAs gain 30% offense for 2 turns, dispel all buffs, and inflict mark on the target enemy for 2 turns. So that's another team you can use. Now I put 3 more teams in here. Like we haven't used it in Inquisitors. Like last Conquest we used Inquisitors for everything. Well, you could probably use Inquisitors for a lot of things here, but we need an Empire feat, right? So Empire, Inquisitors, boom, done, right? Now, say you don't have Inquisitors, you can use this Troopers team at the last team on the bottom, right there. And I threw another Lord Vader team in there as Empire. Like I said, up top, this is Empire as well. But say you don't have some of these things like this, you don't have the new clones, you can do Empire as well. All right. So those are all the feats I went over. I hope you guys enjoy these videos. They do take a little bit of time to make. It's not like going live or anything. It takes a lot of editing and going over this. I went over last Conquest video that everybody, well, like the series I did last time. Reason I didn't finish it because I had to go in the hospital and I couldn't finish it while you're in the hospital. It's like, hey, can I bring my gaming PC to hook it up in the hospital? They're gonna be like, oh, so it might look a little weird. This one's a little Conquest, a little bit more grindier. I try to give more options on teams. so you have more availability. Not everybody has all the characters in the game unless you buy everything. So I try to go over everything. You should be able to get red crate in 4 or 5 days easily. And like I said, it's more grindy. You have to put a little more time into it because you have 50 of this, 60 of that, 50 of that. But anyways, I'll listen to everybody's comments on the last Conquest videos. Like I said, I'm going to try not to play music in the background. Where the gameplay we'll do Monday on Sector 1. What our teams I'm going to use and gameplay there. I'll try not to blast some music. We'll just, while I'm going through this, I'll go through the teams like I have it set up now. And each time I'm a little playthrough, boom, boom, this is how I'm doing it. And how far I'm getting. But let me know what you guys' thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe, help the channel grow. Hopefully you guys like these videos, get it booming. But until next time, you guys have a great day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. May the force be with you guys. And let's go. And I'll have this guys posted for you guys around for Sunday. All right. Until next time, guys, you have a great one. See you guys Monday for a Conquest video. Peace out.